Right. So this one, ABCD is a quadrilateral with AB equals to 10.4. 6.5 given, 6.4 is given, BDC given 26, DBC 42. So make sure all the details dalam soalan itu kena bagi dalam diagram and show that, again favorite question, soalan show that ni kita ni tahu sudah jawapannya bah. Okay, so artinya no matter what working, kalau bukan sama jawapannya salah tu, jangan diharap kamu punya working itu lurus Kesini memang sudah kena bagi jawapan. So it's easy. Jangan jua kalau kamu buat working atau sekali ngam 9.55 melompat tak yes. Ya, janganlah jua dalam exam Nak tahu iski benar. Okay. So show that BD is 9.55 correct to 2 decimal place. So BD, you identify where BD is. Okay, and then from there, so that's the one, the side BD. So what problem is this actually? Is it a triangle problem? An angle problem? Angle properties? Is it angle properties problem or triangle problem or quadrilateral problem? Which one do you think? Triangle? If it's angle, why is it not an angle problem? Yes, because you minta BD. BD is a side. So no angle properties. I don't know, maybe kali along the lines, but basically this is finding an unknown side. What we're gonna do? What are we going to do? Lucas. So which one yang kata ni Lucas balik? We have 3 things boleh. Either we draw ABCD, the quadrilateral. Either we draw the ABD ataupun I draw the BCD. Which one do you think? BAD. Let's see. If we draw BAD, let's see if that helps. Vertex A, vertex D, vertex B, putting all is in. So this way, you're gonna concentrate with what is required sahaja. Jadi 26 sama 42 atau the angle atau indah lah. Okay? And this one it needs to find. Automatically you would know. Automatically kata Iman. Automatically you would know what formula should you use. It's a triangle problem. Triangle problem ada 2. Sama it's a right angle problem or non-right angle triangle problem. Which one is this belongs to? Right angle or non-right angle? Ada 90 degrees kan? Ada 90 degrees. So it's a non-right angle triangle. For a non-right angle triangle, Mizan, okay. Ada berapa method? 3. Yang mana? Lagi 3 ni, sin, cos, baru 2. Tan. Okay. Sin, cosine, tangent is for right angle triangle. Does not. That falls on trigonometric ratio. So that's for right angle triangle. Right angle triangle ada 2 method. Trigonometric ratio, Tawasohkah, and Pythagoras theorem. Non-right angle triangle ada 2, which is cosine rule and sine rule. Which one is more likely we could use? Cosine. Because kenapa, Shika? Because there's 2 side and 1 angle. Although sine rule pun pakai 2 side and 1 angle. Tapi kalau sine rule 2 side 1 angle, ia suruh cari angle. Because sine rule you need to have 2 sides 2 angle. Either of this is the unknown. Okay, so kalau sama ada angle-nya unknown ke ataupun side-nya unknown, masih boleh pakai sine rule. Tapi kalau ni, ia ada 2 side and 1 angle. Tapi yang dicari is a side. Pasal kita ni tambah satu ni, suddenly sine rule dah dapat dipakai. Because sine rule cuma dua-dua sahaja. Because ada tambah sini, then automatically it will be cosine rule. So cosine rule. The side yang dicari, okay, siapa yang dah familiar, lihat dulu. The side yang dicari square equals to the other 2 side. The square of the other 2 side. Okay, dicampur. Tolak double of the other 2 side. Times by the cosine of what? The cosine of the angle opposite the side yang dicari. In this case, BD yang dicari, so the opposite one would be 64. That's how you can make sure that your substitution of values is correct. Okay? So, the side yang dicari and the angle that is included in the formula should be complementary. Okay? Should be bukan complementary, should be corresponding. Corresponding. Okay, kalau BD yang dicari, so angle arah A mesti dimasukkan dalam formula. Kalau side AD yang dicari, then angle yang disimpan adalah angle B. Bukan value apa yang saja ada di sana atau saja simpan. Bukan, it needs to be purposeful and in the right place. Okay, so that's 1 mark. That's 1 mark. The second mark would be writing down, follow through the formula ni. Kalau kamu dapat tu, the second mark is when you find BD, nampak evidence that you square root the value. So boleh terus pun boleh jual macam sini Teacher Indah simplify pun boleh jual. Tapi sebaiknya disimplify lah. Kamu lagi kadang-kadang mata kamu atuk. 4 jadi 9, tulisan sendiri punya salah, suddenly sudah line kedua, lain tiap calculation yang perlu dibuat. So that is 1 mark. The square root is 1 mark. Now remember, because dia suruh show that. So show macam mana stepsnya tu. So one is using the formula, the second one is the square root, and of course the third one you should get the answer 9.55 correct to 2 decimal place. You can practice using your calculator. Siapa melihat video ni boleh pause lah tu Okay, kalau teacher teruskan lah Okay. Oops, you would get 9.55. Right, so next question. Magic. Another show that BCD is equals to 112. Ay, kacang. Tadi cek dulu si Man. Ni ya. Next questionnya, show that BCD is equals to 112. Pakai apa kata ni show that? Yep, 112. Correct. Okay, so 180 minus the 2 angles that is given, which is 26 and 42. Okay, equals to 112. Untuk supaya examiner tu impress, Kamu boleh buat macam tu. Just a simple one. Yang pandai student ni. Kamu tahu. Anything, every extra effort helps. Okay, simple as that. Next one, calculate CD. Another 3 marks. CD. We can do the same thing like what Shika said. We redraw back. However, in this case, because Ketani cari CD, Ketani ada 2 buting diagram yang Ketani boleh draw. Either we draw the quadrilateral ABCD or we draw the triangle BCD. Which one? The triangle BCD. Okay, that would be the most logical. BCD. And then 26 and 42. And then yang dicari, putting a question mark sana or an X help you a lot to avoid any clutter in your head. Jadi apa yang akan dicari tu simpan saja. Jadi mata saja melihat, dapat otak banyak berfikir, balik-balik melihat apa yang dicari. Right. No 90 degrees here. Okay. So definitely again not a right angle triangle problem. It's a side yang dicari. So again, no angle properties should be involved here. So it's a non-right angle triangle, which again as we discussed, ada 2, sama ada sine rule or cosine rule. So how do we decide? Salah teacher. Kamu beritahu lah ni. Dalam video je tu. Batah terdapat kejahilan teacher. Okay, so ada 2 angles. So 2 angles. So 26, 42. Yang dicari side. Artinya automatically tahu sudah apa yang dipakai. Sine rule. However, untuk mencari sine rule, tadi mesti ada aneh. Do we know this? Yes. Which one? Sama? Yes. So the one yang dicari sini 112 and okay, this is the beauty of this one. Sekiranya you do not know how to work out A and you have nothing working A, can you still do question B part 2? Yes, because value-nya sudah kena bagi. So you might not get 3 marks, you might not get, well, you should get the 1. But if you don't get 1, but you should get the 3 marks from this one because the values are given. So you can use the existing values. Now, this is where walaupun 2 angles tadi 26 and 42, but not both of these yang kena pakai. Because in order for the sine rule to work, the 2 sides, the 2 angles and the 2 sides needs to be corresponding. Then baru tah. So memandangkan CD yang dicari, artinya the corresponding would be sine 42. Corresponding. Next, CD correspondingnya sini. Nak kan sini, nak kan sini. Kan? 3 side je nampak saja. Okay. Artinya, because we use BD, so angle yang dipakai adalah 112 yang arah C. Okay. So that means equals to, let me just substitute it saja, the side yang dibagi dengan so multiply both sides with sine 42 and you get the answer for CD. Right? So if your answer is not exact, you should give your answer correct to 3 significant figures and the value would be 6.89. Next one, 3 markah. Find the shortest distance from D to AB. From D to AB. Paksa melihat sini. D to AB. Yang paling obvious, D to AB boleh sini. Tapi D ke A tiahan. Ataupun kemari. Tapi itu D ke B tiahan. Kan? Artinya tengah-tengah lah. Artinya boleh. Tapi kalau tengah-tengah boleh kemari. Boleh kemari. Boleh kemari. Boleh kemari. Mana yang kemari-kemarian Yang paling pendek. Kalau ya bukan 90 degrees, apa wordnya? Not center. Kalau ya perpendicular distance. Line ni kemari panjang tiap. Line ni kemari lagi panjang. Ada yang ngam tekana that makes an angle 90 atau yang paling shortest. That is stop. Every time the question finding the shortest distance artinya is actually the perpendicular distance. Okay, from D to AB. So bukan tengah-tengah macam Syikah cakap tadi. That's a common misconception. Nya tengah-tengah. Tapi bukan the more accurate one will be the perpendicular distance. Kadang-kadang ngam ya tengah-tengah. Kalau ya tengah-tengah, that perpendicular distance, we describe it as perpendicular. Kalau yang ngam tengah-tengah, apa kita dipanggil? Perpendicular bisector. Yes. Kalau asal saja perkataan bisector, artinya it divides whatever it is into two equal. Macam angle bisector, artinya you divide angle atau into two equal angle. Perpendicular bisector, it cuts the line into two equal measurements. Okay? So, artinya this one yang dicari. See, when you put question mark sana, when you put the 90 degrees, when you identify that it's a perpendicular, suddenly, macam apa? All the clues slowly reveal themselves until you got it. Which is right angle triangle. Lagi panjang. Right angle triangle lagi. Any explanation that comes with it? Any further details that comes with it? That this is a right angle triangle problem where you use Pythagoras theorem atau sohkah tu ada trig ratio. Janganlah lagi atau. This is the time we bagi tahu teacher, this is a right angle triangle and for this particular triangle we definitely gonna use trigonometric ratio. Kenapa anda dapat pakai Pythagoras? Bukan separuh. Again, we already discussed this one. It's a misconception that this is that it is not tengah-tengah. Kenapa kita ni dia dapat pakai Pythagoras? Okay. And the other reason is the 10.4 is not the 10.4 for that particular triangle. 10.4 is the whole thing, right? So in order to use Pythagoras, we need to have this distance, which you do not. Okay, which you do not. Jadi you can't use Pythagoras. Okay, unless this measurement here you are able to unless this measurement tahu, then you can use Pythagoras, Tapi Indah tahu, artinya trigonometric ratio. Untuk memudahkan teacher explain supaya teacher Indah turun naik, teacher simpan sini, So I will redraw it. You draw on the space. Teacher draw here. .5 and it is one yang dicari. Okay. So that's the 90 degrees. Where the 90 degrees is, that will be the adjacent side. That means the unknown side is what side? That will be the opposite, and 6.5 is the hypotenuse, which is also, you can identify it as the side opposite the 90 degrees. So O and H, which ratio is it? So. Sin theta equals to opposite over hypotenuse. When you write so, you write this extended version juga dulu before you do all the substitution. Okay? So, okay, outside opposite, and then the hypotenuse, which is 6.5. Multiply both sides with 6.5 to get your final answer. Correct to three significant figures. So the perpendicular distance is equals to okay, let me show you the marking scheme here. If you write this, you get 2 marks. 3 kan So that's 2 marks. But if you do not identify correctly which trig ratio, ataupun you have identified but you did not substitute it, you do not get any marks. Only when you substitute correctly saja. 1 mark mana? 1 mark if ada indication of this line. Yes, line sana. Or in any, ataupun this diagram with all the measurements yang ada, because that complements with the diagram yang ada. Boleh dapat 1 markah. Okay, so it's very useful again having the right diagram. Right, so that one 5.84. Ni tutup mata pun boleh ni. Tadi laju-laju je lah laju-laju je. Okay, 3x minus 8 equals to 6 minus 4x. The question is asking for finding the value of x. You can add both sides with 4x. You can plus 8 both sides. And then divide both sides by 7. And you get x equals to? Ni confident. Besar sorang. Okay. Next one. Again. When it says factorize fully. When it says factorize fully, definitely something that you need to recheck balik your working kalau it seems too easy. Okay? Most common, either that or which either of this you will get only 1 mark. Okay? To get the full 2 marks, your answer should be salah apa yang sini tu dia. Okay? Next one. Ada yang successfully successfully factorize. Ada? You will be familiar with it because ada 9 sini, unggul-unggul sini. Because 9 is one of those number square. So this one can be rewrite it as 3 square. So that is actually the difference of 2 square. Apa tu teacher? Not is the time. Not is the time. Not the time to tanya apa itu teacher. Not the time. But for me to entertain you, if you have difference of 2 square, you can do the long way. Or sudah ke tadi discuss on this one, that difference of 2 squared, you can automatically factorize it that way. Okay? Lihat di mana placement of the first term and second term. Lihat di mana, lihat apa yang dalam first bracket tu sama second bracket. Apa difference-nya? Satu ada minus, satu ada plus. So I am going to follow the same tu. So artinya 2 bracket. Okay. The first term is 2x minus 3. Bukan 2x, bukan minus 3, tapi 2x minus 3. Okay. Minus the second term. Okay. So first term ni maksudnya ni, this one is A, this one is B. Okay. So A minus B, A plus B. Okay. Kenapa teacher sebut A, B ni? Because ini dia punya example sana, A and B. Macam mana? Jangan ditinggalkan cermata. Atau masa kamu tahun 9 tu, jahil. Sudah Hanik? Tahu sudah that one can be further simplified becomes 2x. Janganlah simpan di belakang. Tingkatkan lagi civilization atau. Okay. Dan simpan di belakang 2x atau. So is that the final answer? Yes? Yes? Kalau teacher tanya semata macam indah Syak. Benda ni the star, the R1 is always reflect. Kalau teacher cakap balik-balik setiap soalan macam patung alih, macam broken record. Setiap nampak sudah ni. Final answer? Yakin? Yakin, indah. Kenapa? Lihat dalam bracket tu. Apa termsnya? 2x minus 6. Which means both of this term ada common factor. So belum lagi. What's the common factor of 2x and 6? 2. So that means this is not the final one. So the final one will be what? What will be the factor? Oops. Would be 4x x. Oh, macam ada yang bertanya saya. Okay, tak apa-apa. Teacher entertain. Okay. Alright. Okay. So this term and this term can be simplified jadi 4x. Okay. And then x minus 3. Then baru Tahiyah factorize fully. Baru dapat 2 markah tu. So sini a few concept that is being used. The difference of 2 squared, and then must make sure factorize fully terms yang dah masuk tu. Okay, next one. Okay, this one easy peasy. Masukkan saja. Walaupun easy peasy, janganlah sekarang buat careless mistakes. Artinya sini 1 over 15. GG2. Oh my god, GG2. Apa kan tu? Decimal, you change? What is change? What do you get? What's your decimal? What do you write down? 0.067. 0.0667. That's fine. 3 significant figures. Now the danger with it, when it's a fraction and you change it into decimal, because it's stated already in the front page, if the answer is not exact, you should give your answer correct to 3 significant figures, kan tak? So the danger would be when you round it off. So kalau your answer tadi 0.0667, so that is definitely 3 significant figures, so lurus. But I would advise fraction ta. Jangan susah change into decimal. Okay, fraction saja. It'll be more accurate. Okay, next one. So this one, you find G2 dulu. And then jawapan G2 tu masukkan dalam G. Okay, you do the one nearest to the bracket first. So if Gx is equals to 3 to the power of x, that means G of 2 is 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. Okay, artinya suddenly this one becomes G of 9. You find the value of G2 tu dulu. Okay, so 9. So, and then G9. Dia suka ni G sama 9 ni. You tend to tersalah. Okay, and then you get your final answer. Apa tu? Yang A tu apa? Which one yang kamu baru tahu? What does A means? So as if this one means G2 times G2. Bukan. Okay. Evaluate first the function nearest to the value, and then that function masukkan tu. Okay, that's composite function. Now, next one, GK is equals to F7. So find GK. So GK is 3 to the power of K. And F7 is 1 over 4 times 7 minus 1. Same concept and equal. Okay. Jangan dulu fikir apa ni. Jangan. Simplify dulu. Okay. Relax simplify dulu. You would find that this one is over 27. Suddenly, in your brilliant mind, somewhere deep there, you are able to identify that 3 and 27 ada commonnya, ada relationshipnya, where 27 you can rewrite it as... Oh, I'm impressed. You know that he's wrong. Now, sini kejahilan tu belum hilang sikit. For some. When you get to this one, suddenly, K is equals to 2, K equals to 3, teacher. Salah. Pasal kenapa? Because that is a reciprocal. It's not the exact. So, artinya you change it lah. Base 3 equals to 3 to the power of negative 3. So, jawapannya K is negative 3. Okay? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. Because most of you got it. Which I'm so glad finally. Drawing siya lagi. Okay, drawing siya lagi. Ada some, ada nda. That's fine. Okay. A baker decorates X small cakes and Y large cakes. In one day, he decorates not more than 16 small cakes, less than 10 large cakes. More small cakes than large cakes. A total of not more than 24 cakes. One of the inequalities that shows this information is X is less than 16. Write down the other 3 inequalities in X or... Look, what does that mean? Dalam konteks soalan ni apa? The small cakes. Not more than 16. So, which inequality is that? Okay, so that one sudah. That one represents that. So you know what that means. Artinya the subsequent 3 description yang kena bagi sana, you write it in the same format. So artinya kalau less than 10 large cakes, artinya pakai X ke pakai Y? Y less than 10. Okay? Equal ke tidak? Indah sampai. Okay? More small cakes than large cakes. Small cakes is X. So X more Y. Because small cakes is X, large cakes is Y. A total of not more than 24 cakes. X plus Y less than 24. Less than equals to 24. Kenapa? Okay. Kalau kamu tanya kenapa, pasal ia cakap sini kalau yang not more than 16 yang pakai simbol atur. That's one of the things yang boleh lah, di mana soalan itu boleh menolong. Sudah 3 markah. Dapatlah. Ada yang 1, 2. So again 3 markah, 1 for each. Okay, any variance. Which means if you write down this, boleh consider ke tidak? Sama. Boleh sama. Okay. Okay, ani. Ceng. Okay. On the grid, so yang bagi tahu sudah ni. Yang bagi tahu sudah On the grid, draw 4 straight lines. Okay? Yang mau 4 straight lines. and shade the unwanted region. The unwanted region. Now actually nya soalan ni masa zaman teacher. That's how buku Run lamanya. Because kami kena tanya unwanted ni. So our keyword was when we do this one, not only we need to draw the lines correctly, but we also need to baca soalan itu whether we are supposed to shade the unwanted or the wanted region. Tapi ini just for the sake of learning ya saja. Kesannya memang dah masuk silibus kamu, pasal kamu selalunya memang tahu di mana kan toh, di dalam itu saja. Tapi ini dapatlah. So straight line apa dulu? Okay, let me just have all the lines first, so I don't have to. Now, so with all the inequalities, what you can do? How can you get straight line for them from these inequalities? How can you draw the straight line with this inequality? Each one, you can replace the inequality sign with the equal sign. So which means x equals to 16, y equals to 10, x equals to y, and x plus y equals to 24. These are the lines that we need to draw. X equals to 16. Horizontal line or vertical line?
Horizontal.
Horizontal arah 16. Arah
Vertical.
arah 16. 16 mana? 16 arah x kah Khaira? 16 arah y. Kalau 16 arah x, horizontal, semua je kanan tu. Macam mana kata ya 16? Dapat common misconception? Okay. Artinya 16 is a vertical line touching x-axis hanya arah 16. And it can only do that, and it can only be done if it's a vertical line. Okay. Boleh label sana. Untuk sekarang dah payah fikir balik-balik, ni line apa, ni line apa, ni line apa. Dah payah fikir balik-balik. Next one. Y equals to 10. Artinya, it will be a straight line. Yes. Touching y-axis cuma arah 10. So, can't be a vertical. Kalau vertical, semua ya touch. So, it needs to be a horizontal touching. Now, this is where this question, which not in your syllabus, I cannot draw a straight line, solid line. Kenapa? Because yang ada equal sign. Arah tu ada equal sign. Artinya line satu menunjukkan boundary-nya saja, tapi indah termasuk arah y equals to 10. Okay? But don't worry. Kamu nak mana tau kamu buat further math sekarang? MD form 6. You would know. Okay? That's just common sense lah Kalau solid line tu termasuk points arah line tu, kalau dotted line indah termasuk. Y equals to x. Artinya di mana y atau tak x. Kalau x-nya 2, y-nya 2. Tu you already know where the line is, tapi untuk memastikan lagi boleh macam x equals to 10, y equals to 10. You can see that this line passes through the origin. Allah, jangan bah. Takut. Alright. And then last one, x plus y equals 24. So this is difficult when it's like this. You can do the points like when x equals to 1, y should be equals to berapa? When x plus y equals to 24. Pasal it says x plus y equals to 24. When x equals to 1, y is equals to 23. So you have 1, 23. You have the other points. When x equals to 0, y equals to 24. So you have the points sana. Okay, that one boleh juga Pakai y equal to mx plus c pun boleh juga. So that's 24 plus x, which means your y-intercepts at 24. Coefficient of x is 1. That means the gradient is 1, which means, banyak means-meansnya. Rise over run-nya, sorry, that's not plus. That's a minus. Okay. Rise over run-nya going up and then going to the left. Negatif going up and to the left. Anda nampak kan tu? Tapi tak apa-apa, kita ni boleh sini. Tapi lihat teacher pakai 2 unit. Bukan teacher pakai 1 unit. Tapi sama je because 2 divided by 2 is still 1 So teacher boleh pakai benda yang sama. So bananya patternnya macam tu. Pointsnya is on that one. That point. You can proceed lah. Teacher mau lawak. Jadi teacher nak mengatur. Right? Again, jangan membuang masa. Kamu mau 5-6 points. Luan juga. Because you're straight line. Tu lagi kan dah straight. Nanti teacher tahu. Practice awal-awal sebelum exam. Supaya line kamu tu straight. Okay. And then label. X plus y equals to 24. There you go. Tahu sudah. Unwanted. Ya bukan mau wanted Unwanted. So x less than 16. Less than. So ada x equal to 16. Kita ni mau left or right? Left. Yang wanted. Tapi soalan suruh unwanted. Artinya kita ni pilih right. Okay. So sabar cicai dulu. Kamu jangan cicai dulu. Okay. So ni teacher boleh. Next one. Y is less than 10. Yang mana tu? Y is less than 10. Di bawah, di atas? Bawah. So unwanted? Atas. Okay? So x is greater than y. This line is about y, not about x. Artinya to be safer, you reverse it. So become y is less than x. So where is y less than x? Di bawah atau di atas? Bawah. Artinya yang anda mau di atas. Okay. So kamu dah boleh ni. Okay. And then this one is, what's the sign? Y is less than 24 minus x. Di bawah sini ataupun di atas? Yang kita ni mau. Y is less than. Less than di bawah. Artinya yang Indah mau di atas. Oi, siapa suruh kau color? Dah ada teacher suruh. Alright. So, label the region R which satisfies the 4 inequalities. Where does it satisfy the 4 inequalities? Tempat shaded, tempat unshaded. Unshaded. Sebab atu shade atu mesti ada. Okay, macam mana shade? Macam mana? Jangan macam atu shade. Okay. Always go against the jangan draw kalau macam contoh y equals to x punya line jangan kamu shade macam ni, or else it will look like that straight line. You look like ada straight line. So always go against at an angle lah, mana-mana. Sini art sikit lah. Tu, like that. Tak payah basar-basar, kecil-kecil pun tu shade. Ni namanya shade. Kalau anda tahu, ni namanya shade. Sama macam Venn diagram, teacher anda suci cincai kan? That's where you shade. That's how you shade. So you do it with the rest of the try as best as you can to be consistent with your okay? Sama jualnya. Basar-basar pun okey, dah batas. Jangan terlawa-lawa, nada markah untuk lawak. Nada free mark. Kamu color-color kan, nada. Okey. Yang penting tu, asal ada nampak, anda melimpasi straight line yang kamu draw. Okay? Siok juga. Biar dia markah tu. Lihat tu berapa markah. Berapa markah? Banyak kan? Worth it lah. Jangan ingau. Maka kamu ni profesional. Dia orang bular tu. Penting asal nampak. Alright. So don't worry about that. As long as ada evidence that you're doing it, that is fine. Okay? So lihat tu. Berapa markah tu? Berapa markah? Kamu nak mencet. Indah kamu mencet. 6 markah. So basically, if you think of this one, there's not a lot of calculation to be done. For 6 marks ba? Compare to yang anila 4 markah banyak dipikirkan tu. Anila dia. Ani 6 markah. You only need to know how to draw the straight line, shade accordingly, and then identify the region. It's fine. Drawing itself 4 markah. Drawing the 4 straight lines at 1 mark each. Sama macam inequality The drawing itself is 1 mark. Use your diagram to find the largest amount the baker can earn in 1 day. Okay. Use your diagram to find the largest amount the baker can earn in 1 day by decorating cakes. Artinya, you want the amount for small cakes, which is the value of X, and the amount of Y, large cakes, which is Y. Artinya kita ni mau X sama Y yang paling, totalnya paling largest, at the same time, menepati syarat-syarat ni. So, syarat-syarat ni sudah kita ni draw dalam bentuk graf. And then graf yang dimaukan sudah kita ni label sebagai R. So, artinya, how can you find the value of X and Y? Where on R is the total? Okey, sebagai contoh Kalau teacher pilih sini, X-nya 6, Y-nya 2. Total 8. Kita ni mau total kan Adakah ada lagi value yang tinggi? Ada. Bagi contoh. 14 and 14 and 10. Okay, there's an issue with 14 and 10. There's an issue 40 and 10. Because yan dah boleh. Indah boleh? Indah boleh? Indah boleh 10. Yan dah boleh 10. So dah boleh. Itu syaratnya. Walaupun this line solid line, but that's for other points. For that particular point, dia dapat 10 dah dapat masuk. Because of this line here. So 10 dah dapat masuk. But that's a good idea. You pick the one where you intersect. Then we just have to pick another one lah. 15, 15, 9. 15, 9. 15, 9 is 15, 9 is 20? 24. 24. 24. Any other? Any other? Nada? Atau sejak? So when X is 15. X is 15, Y is 9. Fine. X is 15, Y is 9. Okay. Find the largest amount. Amount means you find a small cake and large cake, but harganya ada di sana. So what do you do? 15. 15 times A plus 9 times 12. Is there any other possible answer besides 9 and 15? 16? 16, 8. Okay. Boleh? Yep. Let's see which one of these give you the largest amount. Logically, the largest amount, sama macam kalau konsep upper bound, your lower bound kan? Konsep. You would find the largest kalau you multiply largest with largest. Yeah, because the largest multiply by the largest. So that one is definitely the one. Because ini you multiply 12 tapi with 8. Compared to 12 times 9, 12 times 9 definitely will give you larger amount. There you go. And if you calculated it correctly, itu pun salah. Berapa? 228. There you go. And that is how. So untuk menjawab soalan ni, you need to understand exactly why were you asked to use the diagram. Okay? Not forgetting that the graph yang kamu lukis satu bukan graph straight line. The graph yang kamu lukis satu adalah the relationship between X and Y, which is the relationship of small cakes and large cakes. Okay? So this is one of the application of graph jua. Nanti kalau kamu jadi baker kali tu baker. Kalau ni syarat-syarat yang ada, draw tak kamu graph tu or do the manual calculation. Okay? Right. Next one. OAB sector of circle, center O radius 17, OCD, OCA, ODB, everything is given there, right? Perimeter of the shaded shape, ABDC, can be written in the form A pi plus B. Find the value of A and find the value of B. Berapa markahnya? Ay, why is it? Sikit. Sanang. Yang mana kata ni tahu measurementnya? AC. AC berapa? 7. Kenapa 7, Amir? Correct. And because part of it already 10, so the remaining is 7. Which means the other side is also 7. That means the perimeter, you just need to find this perimeter and this perimeter. Okay. Let's do that. What's the formula for perimeter? Salah for perimeter. Length of arc. Length of arc is part of the circumference of a circle. So in order for you to find the length of arc, you just need to find the fraction of that length of arc make. So the fraction of that arc is the fraction of that arc is, what ada value sana yang boleh kamu jadikan fraction? Ada value sana. What value is that? Kena bagi 60. 60 apa? 60 degrees. Artinya that would be compare with 360. Boleh. Tapi artinya that would be the fraction of the perimeter of the whole circle, which is circumference of a circle. 2 pi r. Whole circle 2 pi r. Ni maksudnya macam ni. Kalau whole circle lah ni 2 pi r. Kalau kamu mau sini saja, kamu check lah berapa angle-nya sini. Angle-nya 180 kan tak? Artinya 180 divided by 360 times 2 pi r. Which is actually 2 pi r divided by 2. 2 pi r divided by 2. Out. I'm not asking you to simplify. I'm just showing to you that in order for you to find the perimeter of a part of the circle, you use the proportion of the angle with respect to the angle of the total circle. So paling sanang kalau you semicircle, you just divide 2 pi r divided by 2 kan? Okay, even without the formula, you know that part of this is 2 pi r divided by 2. Now, I'm showing you. Kalau pakai formula, fraction, so 180 divided by 360 times 2 pi r is also 2 pi r over 2. See? Bandanya 2 pi r over 2 tu boleh dipakai the same strategy. So, but in this case, your r is what? CD. Baru suddenly orang tarik balik dia. Baru dia cakap 10 teacher. Okay, 10. Ngalih sudah. Teacher banyak cakap. Kamu yang ngalih. 60. So this one sama, but for this one, what changes? The radius change becomes 17. That one lah. Okay. So you have times 2 times pi times 17. And then you have the other arc. times 2 times pi times 10. And then you have the two sides, 7 and 7. Because your perimeter. We find this one dulu. Nah, lihat sini ya. Expression yang kena bagi in terms of pi. So, jangan ditukar pi tu. Pakai pi calculator. So, sebab itu, kalau calculator 2 lines, is much easier. Kalau calculator 1 line, struggle sikit. Kalau kau dapat setalam calculator pun teacher bagi. Okay, so simplify all that, you would get 9 pi plus 14. Kenapa satu-satu? Kau dua line jua, your calculator. Okay? Dapat calculator? Joleha dapat? Boleh satu-satu, boleh. Dapat satu-satu, simpan semua sekaligus pakai calculator pun boleh. Dua line lah. Satu line, minta maaf. Paksa buat satu-satu. So that means what? That means, because the question is asking what is A and B. So A is the coefficient of the pi. B is a constant. So there you go. Just like that. To get the 3 marks. Here in this case, make sure your angle of sector, length of arc. How to use the length? How to use the angle of the sector to find the length of arc? Okay. What you can do, sekejap. Jangan emosi. Okay. What you can do, you can treat pi itu macam x. So that pi itu indah dimasukkan dalam calculation. So your final answer masih pi. So what you can do, you can calculate 60 over 360 times 2 times 17. Okay? And then the next one, 60 over 360 times 2 times 10. You get 2 fractions. Those 2 fractions campur, you get 9. Kedua. So you can 60 over 360 times 2 times 17 plus 60 over 360 times 2 times 10. Anda payah masukkan pi. Yalah, 9 pi. So the pi simplified to 9 pi. 7 to 7 tau, jadi 14. Tahu macam mana? Tahu macam mana? Motor dia tahu. Campur belum saja. Ada 2 option. Pakai jari boleh. Pakai kalkulator boleh. Pakai mental arithmetic boleh. 7 campur 7, 14. Anang yan eh. Ujung-ujungan ni anang yan eh. Okay. The diagram shows a regular hexagon. The fact that it says regular, all of these are equal. Okay, perkataan regular means that one. The area of the hexagon is 127.3. Show that the length of one side of the hexagon is 7.0 cm, correct to 1 decimal place. The area of the hexagon, favorite question. Hexagon, the area inside is also equivalent to the area of what shapes? Prism 3D, 2D, triangles, or trapezium. In this case, boleh trapezium, right? But if then it would be triangles. So all you have to do is just find apa? Find the area of each triangle. Mungkin boleh cuba. Nampak markah ha? Okay, dah apa-apa. Tadi boleh cuba. So, area of one triangle, that means 127.3 divided by, how many there are? So, a hexagon ada 6 sides, so divided by 6. So, 127.3 divided by 6 equals to okay. Make sure banyak jangan dulu run off 1 decimal place, okay? So how do we proceed from here? Yes, Kyra? Do we know what type of triangle this is? Isosceles triangle? Because they are regular, so definitely that one are equal. Misleading. Okay, that one is equal. That's not necessarily equal to the sides, So you know that the interior they are equal, Okay. What else do we know? There are 6 identical triangle here. Could be isosceles because of 2 sides are equal. We just need to determine whether the side of the hexagon is equal to the 2 side of the triangle atau. Are they equal? Don't know yet. So how do we know? If it's all 3 sides are equal, so that means it is an equilateral triangle, correct? What is the property of equilateral triangle? Besides 3 equal sides. For people bagi kita tahu sudah. I know. What is the other property of equilateral triangle besides 3 equal sides? Equal angle, which means if it's equal, that means each angle is 60. Okay, now if we can determine that asalkan satu angle is 60, definitely the other is 60 as well. And if that's the case, that means the triangle is equilateral triangle. I don't know if it comes easier. Tadi cari the length of one side. Because so far we have this. We have area of triangle. You can have times base times height. Right? So that because you know area of one triangle, but still measurements need to be there. The measurements need to be there. Anything? Okay. Let's enter. Anything from there? I'm hoping people menyambung. That center. Oh, teacher. Nada, okay. That's the center. That means apa tu? The angle at that point is 360. The total angle at that point is 360. 360 divided by 6 is equals to 60. Just sambung macam tu. Sudah tadi bagi clue, teacher lagi menyambung. I don't know if it helps though. I don't know if it helps, but let's just... Now, this will tell you that this angle is 60. And we know these two sides are equal. And because of this sides equal, we know that these two are equal as well. Which means that both of these are 60 as well. And that will tell us that this triangle is an equilateral triangle. I don't know if it helps. We know that the area of one triangle is 21.2167. And you are asked to find this. Ada clue sudah sana? Ada kan teacher? Ada. Half time base time height? Cuba, okay. Boleh. Half times base time height equals to 21.2167. Do we know the base? No. That's the one that we need to find out, right? Do we know the height? No juga, ya Allah. Gimana ini? Hah? Jangan bagi hope. Sekarang ni bagi hope teacher Do you know another formula to find area of triangle? Besides half time base time height? Half time base time height, and I've mentioned this to you when we did the trigonometry. Half time base time height is to find the area of triangle if ada perpendicular height. Tapi kalau ada perpendicular height, you remember what it is? The formula to find the area of triangle kalau ada perpendicular height. Masih sama. Half times A times B times times clue. It's either sine or cosine. Baru C. The angle. So let's label this one untuk memudahkan. If this is X, that means if the base is X, that means the other two sides are also X. Okay. Okay, the other two sides is X. Untuk memudahkan Ketani substitute. Okay. So, that's half. That's X times another side is X times sine of which angle? 60. Yeah. And this is equivalent to 21.2167 triangle. So boleh pakai yang ni tapi pakai yang ni, we have the issue of finding the height. So, either we use the trigonometric ratio ataupun Pythagoras theorem, which is equally. So, sebelum pakai calculator, sabar dulu Tika. Tani mau lihat dulu sama ada this equation is solvable or not. Equation ni dapat disolvekin dah? Dapat? Pasal? Very good, only one variable. Then baru boleh calculator. Sekarang if start calculating, sekarang kamu start calculating, dia je dapat di teacher. Okay, start calculating. Calculate. Simplify, multiply both sides with 2, divide both sides with sine 60, and last calculation is, what do we do both sides? Square root both sides, alhamdulillah. And you get, should be 1 decimal place. So for this question page 19 ni nada dalam syllabus Dah kamu sampaikan dia sudah topik kan okay, derivative. However, yang the rest ni ni mestilah ni ani ngam ni. So I'll complete that one the next video.